turn off the A628 at Crowden and park for free on the public car park. Parked up at Crowden, and I'm going to do an 8.5 mile circular route up to Black Hill and then back a different way. There's a footpath takes you straight from the car park to the toilets, that's convenient, which are open daily between 8 and 6. Go past the campsite and then I take a left, passing the green barn and going up the hill. Now officially on the Pennine Way. Pennine Way, yes! So I've not been out for a few days since I went up to Forest of Bowland, so I've got itchy feet. So we're on the Pennine Way now and we're heading just up that valley up there, that big, and I think the path should be well established, follows the re-entrant all the way up. This part of the hike is easy going, very gradual, and the path is easy to navigate. The last time I came up this route I must have been about 7 years old, 7 or 8. I've been over Black Hill once from a different direction more recently, but that's why I'm quite excited about coming this way, this route, see if it brings back any memories. I know I went on a school trip and one of my classmates fell into a puddle up to his chest, nearly got hypothermia and had to be carried down the mountain, and we all went to a nearby pub for a lovely hot chocolate. These trees were planted in memory of Harry Phillips, a staunch walker for over 60 years, by his friends in the Manchester Rambling Club, 1980. Oh, that's nice. Nice to be remembered. Harry Phillips's wood. So I've come on this stretch of the Pennine Way because, one, I'm planning to do it in the near future, the Pennine Way, and two, because it's more of a gradual start. And I've got this big heavy rucksack on that I'm trying out, but more about that later. And I didn't want anything too sadistic, because the alternative could have been up that mountain there and then the next mountain. Well, there's a few of these gorgeous little woods. They're so pretty, and they're just scattered. They break up the moorland. At danger, deep bogs.
Kiss me in the morning, pull up the shades. I don't care that it's early or that it's Monday.
About an hour in, bit of a sweat on again. When I say gradual, it's about as gradual as you can be for going up a mountain. So there's a few cheeky climbs. Probably wouldn't be so bad if I wasn't carrying a 60 litre pack, and I've stopped a couple of times to have a mess around with the drone, as you'll notice from the video. Good fun. But now I think we're going to move away from the re-entrant and up onto the tops and then traverse the ridge line up. And I'll tell you what else I like. Look at that. I don't know if you can see it on there. No service. Cross the brook at Oaken Clough and then continue on to Laddow Rocks Ridge Walk, which is probably the steepest gradient of the whole walk. Look at the angle that it is. Tell it's a bit choppy. Ooh. Bit of a bumpy ride. Well, at least it's back safe. Got a warning that it was strong winds up there.
Manual mode. Aircraft will power off in 5 seconds.
I thought I'd get it up there before there's a bit of rain coming on the horizon. So I just thought, you know, get it up now. Might not have the chance later on. Carefully negotiate the cliff walk at Laddow Rocks whilst absorbing the stunning views. I say, wow, it's a bit precarious, this. So if you're scared of heights, it's not for the faint-hearted. But the views are just so rewarding. Absolutely stunning. I am glad that cliff face section is past, because there was a few bits where I thought, I'm out here on my own. If I do slip, it's a good 100-foot drop, lots of rocks and stuff. I was a bit nervous, but now it's just sort of opening up onto the moors a bit. There's a couple of nice plunge pools there. I think that'll be one for next summer now. Really on this path, just get that feeling of isolation. It's beautiful. Such a contrast from being in the city and stuck in traffic. It's relaxing. You see how peaty the water is. It's now fairly level, but starting to get boggy in places. It's looking a bit precarious, isn't it? You see we're in the clouds, but navigation's pretty good because it's a stepping stone footpath. But there's one big area of bog to look out for, which you'll have to go around. Then it's easy going on paving slabs to the trig point at the top of Black Hill. Black Hill, 582 metres. Yeah, I'm not going to hang around up the trig. It's just flat, desolate, windy. It's just a lonely place. Yeah, within a minute, the clouds moving. I headed southeast from the trig, but the path is really sketchy and difficult to follow. The tarn's a good navigational point, but it's handy to get a bearing, or in my case, have that GPS on my phone, because the terrain just really looks all the same up here. These wallows in the peat going along there, it's a lot just like Kinder Scouts, very much like that, and you're kind of like walking in between them all. It's quite difficult unless you're on a path like this, well established. It's quite difficult to navigate. You know, if you're just going off a bearing, you're literally just going up, down, scrambling through the peat. It's really hard work. As you start to drop down, the path does improve. Continue in the same direction across the top of the spur towards Whitelow. I parked up, started near that reservoir at Crowden. Managed to get a bit of a late lunch. Got a coffee and a pot noodle, original curry. It'll keep me going till my tea. Food of champions. Oh, I tell you what, it's going to taste so good. Legs are starting to get really tired then. But it's just on the moors. There's just not much shelter, and it's not pleasant sitting there having a brew. Plus, I like to get down off the top so you know that you're safe. Oh, it tastes so good. It's just the simple things taste so good when you're doing this. through.
Make sure landing area is safe
Not bad.
before landing.
I'll let him off. All good things must come to an end. It's time to go home. Near at the end of the walk, it was a leisurely 5 hours in the end, and the rest. Oh, just great to have a late lunch, sheltered. So, nearly back at the van now. And if you like it, subscribe, press the notification so then you get the alert for when I do more stuff, post more videos. Lots more to come now I've got a bit more time, and I'll just love doing this. And thanks for following, thanks for watching, I really do appreciate it. Continue downhill away from the quarry, through a farmer's field, over a stile, and then along the road past the campsite back to the car park.